So I'm going to do a full glam look. I'm going to show you guys how I do a full glam look. It's not something I do every day since I'm quite a natural girl and I like natural makeup, just like a tinted sunblock. You'll see on my other blogs that it's just not me. But every now and then it's fun to play around and try something new. So I went for quite a smoky eye, like a nice matte lip, but I did end up putting a little bit of lip balm over. And I just contoured and highlighted nicely. I just got together a few of my favorite products and just played around and just actually created this look as we speak and as I was starting off with everything. So I'm going to start off with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's the Double Wear Nude. It's the water fresh makeup. So it's almost like the youth range. It's very similar to Face and Body from MAC. It's a little bit dark for my complexion at the moment, but I just want to tan myself up a little bit more. Just bronze myself up. So this is actually the color I'm in summer, so it is a little bit, but I'm going to use a lighter concealer to even everything out nicely and move it down to my chest. So I'm going to go for like a full glam look. We're going out to a function, it's a charity event, we need to look nice. So I'm going to go and glam myself up now. So I'm just going in my neck area. I'll show you now with the concealers that you won't actually see that it's 2 shades too dark for me at this very point. I'm just working it in nicely. It's nothing worse than a darker face and then your neck's all pale. Pretty much the color. So you can see it's very even to my neck. Obviously it's a bit of a shadow coming through. So now I'm going to go in with the KKW Beauty's concealers. So I've got a level 3 and a level 8 here. So I'm going to mix them together to get the perfect shade for my complexion and obviously to go a bit lighter. So I'm going to use it to highlight as well. Put a little bit on my nose. So I'm actually just playing around. I didn't really plan this look, to be honest. So that's the fun thing about going out, is that you get to try all your new makeup goodies out, and it's like trial and error. And you create your look as you go along. So it's much brighter under my eyes, which I love. So I'm just going to blend it all together and blend it in with the foundation I already applied. So now you can see it's already coming together nicely and it doesn't come across too yellow or too dark for my complexion. It actually matches my neck since I worked it down and then I highlighted and concealed with a lighter shade. Highlight this area a little bit more. So my everyday makeup's quite natural, but every now and then it's fun to play around and try something new, especially when you're going out. That's pretty much my foundation. Now I'm going to bake underneath my eyes. What I like about KKW Beauty's baking powder is it actually doesn't go sit in your creases. It just bakes nicely. It's a very light consistency and also helps that your makeup doesn't move throughout the night. There's nothing worse than your mascara sitting under your eye by the end of the night. I'm just applying it everywhere. I'm actually putting a little bit on my nose, a little bit here, to my T-zone. Not really where you always bake. I just like putting the excess that's on my brush just to blend it in everywhere, where I find I tend to get shiny instead of using translucent powder. Let's bake properly underneath my eyes. So I'm just going to leave it there to bake for a little bit. Now I'm going to start with my eyebrows. So I'm going to use MAC's brow pencil. It's called Spike. And I must say this is really a nice shade for me. So I'm just going to color in my eyebrows nicely. It just feels so much better once your eyebrows are done. I'm just brushing them out nicely. Your eyebrows definitely frame your face, and without your eyebrows, or when they're too light and you haven't tinted them, oh, it's a nightmare. So I'm just coloring them in nicely. Okay, that's much better. So now I'm going to go in with this palette I really love. It's from MAC. I don't even know what it's called. I think it's a limited edition, but it's got the best shades in it. I'll show you guys now. So it's nice and warm. It's got like a warm palette. It's quite a warm palette. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this one, and I'm just gonna work it in nicely into my, blend it into my whole, over my whole eyelid. Quite a nice warm brown shade. And since I'm going for a glam look, I'm going to go all out. Okay, so I'm just blending that in nicely. So you can see it just gives like a nice warm, it's got like a nice warm undertone, just opens up the eye nicely. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a redder shade. It's called Dollywood. So it's this one. So I'm going to close my eye. So just work that into the crease area all the way to the corner and blend it out. Now I'm going to go in with a clean brush, and just blend it out nicely. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a goldy shade, and I'm going to place it just in the middle over there, just to pop my eye nicely. It looks like this looks coming together nicely. So I'm just going to go in. So now I'm going to go in with this light brown shade, and I'm actually just going to smoke it up underneath my eye. There's nothing better than a smoke underneath your eye, underneath your waterline. So I'm just smoking the waterline up nicely. And I love this little brush from MAC. I don't know what the number is, I can't see. I think it's 240 from MAC. A lot of people use it as a lip brush and all that. I just seem to love it, using it underneath my waterline. So now I'm gonna go for the redder shade over here. Just go in underneath the eye nicely. Now to create a little bit more of a darker tone in the corners, I'm going to use this KKW and Mario palette. I just love this warm brown chocolatey shade over here. So I'm going to use that just to smoke up the corners and make it a little bit darker and deeper. Oh, I don't waste on my cheek over here. So now I'm just going to go and blend it in nicely. So now I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara. It's called Too Faced Better Than Sex. And I already applied on the one eye, so you can see the difference. It's really amazing product. I mean, I can't live without this. So I'm going to show you guys. I really layer it. Actually makes your lashes look artificial, which is amazing. So you don't need to get lash extensions when you use this mascara. The trick is to get in nicely at the root area and then lift your lash while twisting the brush. With my bottom lashes, since they're a bit shorter, I always like going in with the extended play from MAC. And I often find that my lower lash line tends to smudge. That's why I love the baking powder, and that's why I love the extended play mascara, because I find it, since it's waterproof, it never smudges underneath my eye. So now that we're done with the eyes, I'm just going to remove the excess of the baking powder underneath. If I come close up, you can see it doesn't actually sit in any creases. It's got a smooth, nice finish. So the final touch to the conceal, bake and brighten is to go in with your brightening powder, and I'm using the brightening powder number 2. It's got the pearl undertone, but it's not too pinky, which is amazing. You can already see how this brightened on this side and how this still looks a bit warmer and not lighter and more bright, you know. So I'm just blending that in nicely. So I'm just brightening up my nose area and my forehead. I just use the excess everywhere. Now for one of my favorite parts is to contour and highlight. So I'm going to use the KKW Beauty's powder contour and highlight kit. I bought the medium one. I find it's nice. You can use it on lighter complexions, or you can use it on my skin tone, or even you can even get away with a darker skin tone as well. But I'm dying to get the light and the dark one too. So I'm going to firstly go in with the darker shade. So I'm just bronzing myself up nicely while contouring at the same time. And now I'm going to follow the 3. That's a nice and easy step to use at home. Is if you just go in you follow number 3. Bottom. Can't believe I just like messed up my gown like that. I always do. That's how I always wear this one. I can just throw it in the wash after every week, or tends to be every day because I tend to mess on it all the time. Okay. Blend this out. A little bit more there. I made a bit of a hard line over there. I tend to get a bit excited with this highlight and contouring palette. So now I'm going to go in with the highlighter. So I'm actually going to combine the pearly and the yellow highlighter. So I don't even know if it actually has a name. It's just highlighter 1 and highlighter 2. So I'm mixing these two together. You can never highlight enough, let me tell you. I like doing the tip of my nose and just moving it up gently. So I'm going to go in with the lighter shade of the contouring one. So contour number 1. So I'm going to go in with that and just blend it in nicely. And actually just use it as a little bit of a bronzer too. Okay, so you can see it's nice and highlighted, slight contouring going on, nice and bronzed, nice smoky look. Eyebrows nice and filled in, and now I'm going to do my lips. So I'm going to go in with it's Kylie Jenner's matte lipstick. I don't know what this color, it's called Angel. It's really, really nice color, and I must say it stays the whole night. So whether you're drinking and you're eating, it just seems to stay on. You actually hardly really have to reapply, which is amazing. What the hell am I doing? I'm like overlining my lips too much, huh? As you can see, it's got quite a nice matte finish, and the nice thing about it is you can use a gloss over it if you feel like a gloss look. If you want to gloss it up, or you can just leave it matte. I quite like it matte, but I sometimes find if my lips are a bit dry, like it is this time of year, it looks a little bit dry. So I'll probably end up putting a lip balm or something over just before I go out. So now for the final touch, I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs. It smells amazing. It smells like coconut. I wish I could just have this scent in every single product. It will be amazing. It's called Perfecting Coconut Setting Mist. I'm just going to set my makeup since it might be a long evening.